My phone. Yeah. Should be do. Should be do. Oh, I hear some notifications. We got two in here, so maybe I'll just do it like that. Oh, look who's gonna be here. Look who's here. Look
Miss
who's
Day,
here.
I ain't seen you in a month of Sundays. Come on in.
It's
I
the
was here last
assassin
week.
too. Dana Badu.
Ain't about to yeah.
Sophie Cliff Mello. Okay, that's what's up. Let me go ahead. Let me
Yes,
start
sassy.
us off like this while I'm thinking about it.
This is Sasha, and you're now tuned in to Gentlemen After Dark, live in the studio with my dad, Tonite.
Yeah, I did that in a good minute. It's Wednesday. My brother is here. Ooh. Bringing that ice cube. Miss Day is here.
Oh, sorry.
Early too. I dig it. And watch
We out here.
my doisms on or nothing.
She trying to redeem herself from last week.
Oh man. That's what's up.
I'm gonna leave you alone this day.
Hey.
For right now.
Right now.
I'm gonna whoop
Right
you.
now.
I'm too quick. You had to catch me.
Let me give us a little bit of music right now. Let me see here. Let's see how this goes. It's Wednesday. Gentlemen After Dark. We got a few folks up in the building.
Yes, sir.
Good evening to you. Give everybody a chance to get up in here tonight. I see my girl is in the building all the way from, she's in South Carolina tonight, huh? Hey, Soul Body Mind Detox. It's Miss Dana in the building.
Up, Day?
Good to
Dana,
see you. Right? All the way from Memphis, Tennessee.
PK.
Right? My sister, PK.
Tennessee.
I don't know, man. The price.
Silent.
Yeah.
We got my brother, my petty brother. You know, what's his name is? Petty Murphy. It's B-Rod Busy. What's up with you, man? Berdina's in the building. Hey, Berdina.
Hey.
Miss you, man. We miss you. And you know what I'm talking about. We miss you. Come on back, please. Arizona's in the building. Kirsten. Good evening to you, ma'am.
Hello.
Marquita's in the building. That's Arizona Part 2. Phoenix, to be exact, right? Mm-hmm. All the way from the YouTube world as well is Lolo. Good evening to you.
Low.
Oh, snap. We got a full house.
Out here with it.
Where she goes, Lord.
That's what's up. That's what's up. Oh, she went. She left. I spoke too fast. Oh, man. Miss Felicia Walker is in the building, y'all. Perfect Timing Fashion Mobile Boutique. Good evening to you. I got a chance to see.
There she is, Miss 3.
I got a chance to see you doing your thing on the football field of the SoFi Stadium. You know, myself, Mello, our other brother, Shell. We got a chance to do that too. That was fun, right?
I ain't did nothing. I'm on time. I ain't making no fees.
Landisms. I think that's right.
What's that?
I'm not sure, but it's all the way from the YouTube world. Happy to see him here. Thank y'all for being here.
Welcome.
That part right there.
Like, comment, subscribe.
Have a seat and sit.
So I've been playing this song. I don't know if y'all been listening to it. Maybe I was talking too much. Maybe I can play fake DJ and run it back.
Wait, before we begin, can you tell me how many men you got on your that's watching right now?
Men. I got
Yeah, DC.
one for sure. One for
I know
sure.
busy.
One for sure, other than you, myself, and Avenue.
Okay.
One.
Because I need
You
to make
got
a
the
PS.
funky, he
I
got
need to
the
make a
funky
PSA.
background drop. What? He
Don't
getting ready
say.
for the YouTube.
You need to do
Clip
a
it, don't
Man,
say.
PSA,
man.
huh?
I already know where it's going.
Okay.
No,
Let
Landon
it
you don't.
rock.
No, you
Sims.
don't.
Maybe. Okay. Maybe we got two fellas out here. Landon Sims. PK, thank you for the behind the scenes. You might be right with that. And we do have two in studio guests today. Wait a minute. Don't count them out. Don't
Oh,
count them
Teddy
out.
McFarlane.
Another one of my petty
Teddy
brothers,
McFarlane.
Terry McFarlane. Teddy McFarlane.
The Black Irishman.
You look at the Irish.
Oh, y'all.
That's kind
Y'all
of
hear
off
me
the
all right?
chain.
Yeah, you clear.
There
We
we
hear
go.
you.
There we go. Now we go. No, I heard that.
It's
So-
probably Devin.
What? Oh, you know what? No.
Probably Devin, the dude. Anywho, so look, I want to run this track back, you guys. I want y'all to listen to it. Give me your honest feedback. I want to hear from not
Not
just the
Terrence
grown
Trent
folk
D'Arby,
now.
right?
No, sir, not tonight.
Okay. We got to check with you.
Yeah, now. Yeah, now.
All right, I'm gonna be quiet for a minute. Let y'all soak this in.
I'm trying to see some with you. A lot of niggas want you on these street bus streets. You only ride on these avenue. Yeah, like a damn demon. Drop in, pull up, do it sound decent. I just wanna be alone, no crowd needed. Got purr by the poured in the 2-liter. We can roll, yeah, baby, it's a party in here. Tell me what you want and then you got it in here. Yeah, you ain't gotta lie, ain't nobody in here. See, really, I just wanna spend a day with a pretty young thing from away. So tell me. Tell me where you are, we can ride out. Working all week, need a timeout.
You want?
You say we need a timeout?
She said subtitles.
Right now. Come and meet me at the hideout. Oh. You want some me, I need some. Oh.
You want some me? I need some. Oh. Oh, okay. 3 getting the groove on. I see her. Hey. Marcus, what's up with you, man? I see you.
I like it.
Okay.
Appreciate it.
To be honest, I don't know what he said except we could roll out. I'm not gonna have a comment.
It's Miss Day.
I love it.
Right? Smash it or trash it. He said no.
Smash it or trash it.
Smash it or trash it. It's a smash for me. But I'm
like
being partial, I'm being partial.
The beat is good, so I could roll with it with that. But I didn't catch nothing he said.
Yeah,
we
I'm
can
gonna
ride
send
out.
So the title of the song is called Hideout. But let me not, let me be quiet for a hot second. Let me do this. All the way from Phoenix, it's my brother Threat, Andre Brown. Good evening to you, man. Marquita says nice.
Appreciate it.
Okay, we got it. Sound like we got enough guys. Can I make my quick because it's something on my soul that I need to say. I was traumatized today.
Oh,
Here we go.
Fellas, this is for my fellas and ladies. If you have fellas who go to the gym and they shower.
Oh, damn.
And they shower. And sometimes you don't because you work out and go straight home. But if you don't and you shower, please put your towel around your waist. I do not need to see your doodle. And especially when you got a bush that look like it's coming out of the woods of Vietnam and your doodle this big. I don't need to see that.
Oh my God.
And then they pose like dun dun dun. Like what the hell? What is wrong with you? So fellas, please put your towels on.
Give me a shot. Give him a shot. Give him 3 shots.
Oh my
Put your towels on.
Oh my God.
You mean put your towel on after you shower, Snoop? Or while you're showering?
I want your towel on while you going to the shower and from the shower.
Okay.
I do it.
Okay. Okay.
That's why I work out at home.
These are the opinions of Clifton Snoopy Mello and not that of your host Onyx. Thank
What
you.
game say make you get 7 dumbbells?
Oh my God. The new word of the night, y'all, is doodle. Get your doodle. Doodles. Man, oh man. Anywho, you guys, welcome again back to Gentlemen After Dark. Let me go ahead and do roll call tonight. We got a full house. All the way from Memphis, Tennessee, it's the dude, Devin. She said, I can't feel it. I don't know what he's saying. All I know is it's the hideout, or we can ride out. It's Miss Day Badu.
Stop getting a whooping.
In an undisclosed area of the car, it's my little big brother with all the positive vibes. Snoopy Cliff Mello. Oh, he's Clifton Snoopy Mello tonight. What? She ain't playing
Miss
basketball this week. It's Miss 3, y'all. Miss 3's in the building.
3.
Hey.
And last but not least, special guest. Welcome him to the neighborhood, y'all. It's this. I ain't even gonna tell you who he is. He goes by the name of Avenue.
Yes.
Welcome.
Appreciation.
So that track that we was listening to, you guys, earlier, the song is entitled Hideout. This young man here, Mr. Avenue, is the guy behind the music, the guy behind the lyrics. That's his song there. And I invited him in because I stumbled upon his music. That was Saturday.
Mm-hmm.
I spent the day with my daughter, and we went to go get pedicures and manicures. And Sasha gets mad at me quite often because I steal her music, she says. But I found myself bobbing my head to the okay.
Yes,
Not
sir.
quite sure what he's saying, but I like it. I like it.
The
So
beat was good.
I listened to it a couple of times, and she said, Daddy, you don't know who that is? So I'm like, no. She was like, that's Deontay. Deontay who? You guys, welcome to the show. My nephew, Deontay.
Yes.
What? That's Deontay.
That's Deontay.
Oh my God.
That's Deontay.
He done grown up.
Hello.
Yes.
I did not even recognize him.
Yes.
Right.
Man.
Cliff,
Okay.
close to the screen. Did you see him any better?
Look, let me
Damn it, I was
Right.
thinking the same thing. Oh
let
my
me blow him
God.
up. There you go. Shoot we do.
Yeah. It's not the super skinny youngin no more, man.
Right.
Hey. So for those of you who know my background and know who my family is, this is one of my little nephews. I got a couple of other younger ones, but he's definitely one of my older little nephews. I got a couple of in-studio guests. They playing shy, but I got my nephew Chewy and my daughter Sasha in the building with me tonight. So we got a full house, you guys. We got a full house. Deontay brought some youth in with him. So
Yes.
I want to say shouts out to you, man. First of all, for having such a nice track. I personally enjoyed it, not knowing that it was yours. As Snoopy Cliff Mello just said, man, people are growing up. The music is real, man, and I appreciate that you're doing what you're doing, man. I like it personally. I like the music. I can't wait for my speakers to get fixed on my bike so I can bang it while I'm riding down the 405 or wherever I go. But What inspired you, man?
Could you write the lyrics down and send them to Miss Day?
I, I
Hey, nah,
Well,
enjoyed the
if
beat.
you get
I
on
did.
Spotify,
Yeah,
yeah,
if
yeah,
you
no,
get
it's
on
out everywhere.
Spotify, they'll put the words on there for you.
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah,
I
yeah.
enjoyed the beat. I
Mhm.
enjoyed the beat, and the beat is what brings me into the song. Period. I don't listen to the words until if the beat ain't good, I'm not gonna hear the song. But I am
Very
gonna
weak.
have to look at the words.
That's
I
how.
heard
Hey, that's how I choose my
trap
shit.
and
That's
zapping.
how I choose my beats. Right
There you
there.
go. There you
Like
go.
some zapping, some zap, Roger trap and undertone up in there a little bit, just a little bit. Just it brought me in.
Yeah. Hey, if I got something to show me, I need to learn something. I'm trying to bring the old vibe back. You understand me?
There it is.
I
There you
Yeah,
go.
like
but
it.
But to
There you
even
go.
look, piggyback on what you were saying, we'll get your speakers fixed because you want to slide to it. That's just all my music. That's what I aim for. Something you can slide to, because my theory is what I learned to grow up to. You know what I'm saying? If you can slide to it, barbecue to it, they can play it in the club. You know what I'm saying? And that's where everybody, you know what I'm saying, the parties, little hookah lounges and everything, that's where the scene at. So I just be trying to match the vibe all that. But like with that one, that's my first beat I own 100%. You know what I'm saying? I work with my boy out of Miami, Icy Red. So we had reconstructed the beat a little bit, and then I had like 6 different verses because I just love the beat so much, you know. So I just was like just off the feel, and then like y'all see, I got my studio set up. I'm at Unk House, you know. I got just the whole little vibe. So right when I heard the beat, it just felt like the lights in here. You know what I'm saying? So it just off rip, like the first thing she said. I caught her slipping on a weekday. You know what I'm
Hey,
saying? 9 to 5 by a week late. So she only free when the weekend. Yeah, like so I'm like, okay, cool. Just from that line alone that first came to my head, I'm like, okay, she taking a break. You know what I'm saying? So what's the break? I'm the break. But where the break at? The hideout. Give me?
okay. Hey,
Okay.
wait a minute.
Oh,
What's
I'm
getting
looking at
broken in the
somebody.
hideout? I want to know what's getting broken in the hideout. Is it breaking going
Hey,
on?
Right.
Like
it's a good time. It's a good
it's a
time.
good
You know,
yeah,
time,
especially
right?
she dealing with during the week.
right.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
That's what's up, man. I'm
I like
I'm
it. I like it.
I'm proud of
I
you,
I'm
like
and
it.
impressed.
and I say that not because you're my nephew, but because I
Mhm.
didn't know it was you. Period. You know, I didn't, but I caught myself digging the music.
Yeah.
So I'm a
Yeah.
music head, as you already know.
Exactly.
But to see you go from the little boy in the front yard doing the jerk or the reject, you know, hey, you out here doing grown man
You're a
stuff,
jerk.
man. Hey,
Hey, I
that part
still
right
dance. Hey,
there.
I'm dropping weight for the moves. You know, right now I'm looking like big dancing gorilla, smooth gorilla. I still dance. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to drop weight so yeah, I gotta drop weight a little bit to call Coach Breezy out. You know what I'm saying? The vibe's still gonna be there forever. Forever.
Oh
Forever.
man. Hey man.
Yeah, we don't need you on stage performing and being all out of breath.
Right? Hey, we be looking like
Right.
Bubba Brown.
Right.
They said I'm crazy. I really don't care.
I thought you talking about Mr. Brown. I thought you were talking about never mind.
No, Bubba Brown. Bobby
He got
Brown.
the stage.
He looked like Mr. Brown. He looked like Mr. Brown.
Anywho.
Here we
So
go.
you guys can get that track. It is entitled Hideout. It's on Spotify. Is it anywhere else, Avenue? Did I lose him? I lost him. It is on Spotify. I know you can get it there. The song is entitled Hideout. His name is Avenue, Avynnuu. Check him out, you guys. Download it. It's a nice, cool, chill. You know, it's really just talking about a dude being the release for a woman after her long weekend of work, and he wants to be her release. So here he comes back.
All right, I'm
Welcome
back.
back. There you go.
My
Welcome
bad, my
back.
bad. Yeah, I did this little challenge for this artist called Asia. She like linked with Roddy Rich. They call her the Princess of Compton, and she just announced that I'm in the final little challenge she got going. It's a free verse and a free beat from the producer that produced her song that she's challenging with, and I'm in the final round. So everybody trying to call me right now.
Hey man,
That's what's up. Congrats.
that's what's up.
That was up.
Keep us in the loop on things.
Got it.
Now that you 25 years of age, you know, you grown man and stuff. You can,
Dang.
right? He says, dang.
He like, man, I used to get you 10, 12.
Man.
Look, you can sit amongst these adults here and we can talk some grown people stuff.
I'm ready for it.
Stage name again is going to be Avenue. Let me blow him up right here like this. That's going to be AVYNUU. AVYNUU.
Same thing spelled different.
Right.
I'm gonna go cop that.
Go ahead.
Appreciate you.
Add
And
that
I got some other vibes you might understand off the rip. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, you say you understand
but
me?
I get the sub. I'm gonna get the subtitles ready for you though, Miss Lady. Y'all for sure want you to sing along. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, as long as you're not
man.
sounding like Kodak Black, you good with me.
Hey, but look though, honestly, just to even get on that, it's a lane for everything.
It
It's
is.
a lane for everything.
Hey, DJ Premier said the young people making music for them. It ain't for us. Some of it is.
I need
most
it
of
to be for everybody.
But if you can
Gotcha.
catch people
Well,
with
get
the
them
beat,
subtitles.
if you can catch people with the beat, so it don't matter what the words are saying sometimes.
Right.
That's a perspective, yeah, for sure. I like that.
That could be a two-way street though, but yeah.
All right, there's no wrong answer.
So I got a couple of things for us tonight to chop up a little bit. I'm not going to fall in line with everybody else, but I am going to bring it up because it is a topic of discussion. It is a current affair.
Please.
So let's talk about it. Yeah, I know everybody like, oh, but let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about. Oh, wait.
Who the Raiders got?
Pick a cheek that you want to be hit, but let's talk about Will Smith, y'all. Let's just talk about it for real. I'm just, and the reason why I want to talk about it is this. Last week, Miss Day asked a great question at the end of the show about a man.
So you saying it's her fault?
They control the universe, man.
Here we go.
That's what I'm hearing. Question. Maybe Miss Day, do you remember what your question was? Can you ask it again? Do you remember about the?
I asked if a man approached another man and said, "I want to say something to you, about your wife. No disrespect to her. Would you continue to let him finish what he has to say, or would you cut him off immediately?"
That's literally what she said.
So that's what she said last week, and heavens forbid we witnessed what we witnessed on national TV.
Hey,
I'm just saying. How did you guys feel about it? I mean, go ahead, please. Don't be raising your hand up in here. We don't even do that.
He got something to say, and he got something to say.
Hey.
We got the internet judges. It's funny to me now, watching everybody's comment, because I break it down, as we always say on this show, or me leading the charge, about the context of all of what happened. And to me, you got to go to, I can see both sides with a little footnote for both, because all of us grown folks here, except for probably Devin, have been to the Comedy Act Theater in LA. Old school comedians where we saw D.L. Hughley, the late great Robin Harris, Chris Rock came through there. And if you sit in the front row, what's gonna happen to you?
You're gonna get
your ass is gonna get handed to.
Rotisserie.
Now, I gave it. You may take your girl out because maybe she had a hard time at work. Maybe she had a procedure that's causing her not to look so good. And lo and behold, you get set right in the front row. Guess what might happen? That comedian might tear into her. What this girl got on? Da, 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 da. Now, she ain't feeling well, but does the comedian know that?
No.
So what? I ain't seen not damn person ever get up to a comedian based on what they say. And some of that shit been hurtful. Okay. I haven't. But my point is that happens more times than not. Chris Rock said a 10-second joke. 10 seconds, if it was that. And if you go back and listen to it, what did he say that was so harmful? It was harmful to Jada based on whatever she was going through, and I feel for her. And as a man, this is where I feel. This is where I go back to Will. I get it because you and I know what's going on. Chris Rock don't know what's going. I didn't know when I started looking. Oh, she got alopecia. She got
I didn't know.
okay. She looked fine. She still
But
looked
you
fine to
don't
me.
know if
And
Chris Rock knew.
okay, let's say that he did know. I don't think that the G.I. Jane, everybody, I don't know if the young man here has seen the movie G.I. Jane, but did that part when she shaved her head have anything to do with alopecia?
Nah.
No, it did
Nah,
not.
no. Mm-mm.
That was the joke. Now, the flip side of that is when Will came up there and slapped me, oh hell. All that shit would have been we would have been scrapping on TV because you did what you felt you had to do. Now I got every action begets a reaction. Now you can Shannon Sharp said it the best, and I'm gonna close with this. That was some disrespect. A slap is worse than a punch to a man.
Okay, because don't nobody
That's
remember the fight after the
disrespect.
slap.
Exactly.
No, for real.
It's gonna be some furniture moving in there. You owe me 3 minutes. You owe me 3 minutes.
That's it. Oh well, yeah, you being nice.
No, look, hey, no,
You're
not
really
that's
nice.
it. That's all it's gonna take. Not that's it.
Right.
That's all it's gonna take.
That part
I just don't think it was with malicious intent and everything behind it. And if you listen to Will's speech, it was more than just that. It was more than just that. Because he had ample opportunity to go off on people who done said a lot worse about him and Jada. A lot worse versus a 10-second joke that likened it to G.I. Jane, who had nothing to do with alopecia. But somebody went directly to the entanglement. Eminem tore him off, called him damn near called him a bitch. He ain't stepped to them.
Yeah.
But I'm in right there. You can leave all comments in the DM of Clifton Lewis.
Man, it's funny because I was asleep when it happened, so I look up and when I woke up at like 4 a.m. and I saw it, and I was like, the first time I saw it, I'm like, oh, that's fake. That's the first thing I thought, and then I'm tripping because it's almost like Chris Rock was like some collateral damage for a punishment that it was for Will and Jada from when they was protesting the Oscars a few years ago. Y'all remember that?
That's what I was about to bring.
Don't go to the Oscars. Don't support them. And this to the third. And now here they come showing up, sitting in the front. Come on, man. You just said every action has a reaction. So you think them people is gonna just let you take money out their pocket? Forget about how you're gonna make them feel. You're not gonna let.
And he said something about Jada during that time too. Let's not forget. He had Jada's name in his mouth during that time too.
I'm not saying he ain't never said none or nobody else has. What I'm saying is, it was almost like it was supposed to be an embarrassing moment for really all three of them. You see what I'm saying? Of course, Chris Rock got embarrassed. He got smacked on TV. Will Smith up there. You think they ain't finna make no more memes about him crying on stage? They gonna make fun of him on there too. And of course, Jada is just the butt of the joke in the first place. So it's like if you tell somebody, you done did this to me, you disrespected me, so I'm not gonna come to your house no more. The next time I have a cookout, if you show up, everybody gonna be kind of like, and you gotta take whatever come on the chin.
Right. Who got the dog?
That's your boy. Give me 1 second.
I'm like,
just mute your mic. Just mute your mic. That's all. Just mute your mic.
Yeah, we looking for a dog. All around here is outside.
We see that cat out there.
Right.
But yeah, that's what I mean. Because he looked at fake. I mean, you gotta think about it. You ever seen somebody just jump up on stage and besides Kanye West, and it's gonna happen? They'll cut up. When Kanye West was on CNN, it was like George Bush doesn't care about black people. What they do? They went to a commercial. As soon as he said they went to a commercial, that was the time where they were supposed to say, "Hey, cut, hang in there. We'll be right back after these messages." But they let it keep going.
Oh no, they stuck it right there. It was like,
it was all planned.
They in the back like, "Yo, keep it going. This is good. This is good." You know, that's what I think.
I was talking to my brother.
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Sorry, I was talking to my brother Reaper earlier today. First of all, the Oscars is held where? What city? Hollywood.
Okay.
LA.
Hollywood. That's what it's all about. The actors and all. Hollywood. I really couldn't tell you if that slap was really a slap or not, or was that some WWF, Royal Rumble, Shapak but it really holds you back.
Took it like you're supposed to. He went with it so it wouldn't be as much of an impact. That's all that. If you
I
know
don't
anything
know.
about combat, so
Two,
it was two actors on stage. Y'all. Come on now, two actors on stage.
how come he didn't go do that to August? That's what I'm still waiting to find out.
You know she still probably love that boy.
Okay,
Boy,
okay.
August too hood, boy.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. My bad.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Miss Day. What you got to say?
Okay, this is a disclaimer, and it's not the opinion of the grown folk in them. It's my opinion alone.
Here we go.
Here we go. Here we go.
So here's my take up on it. And I'ma say a woman who has an autoimmune disease, I have a couple of them, and my appearance has changed drastically. And Will probably saw the behind the scenes of, I know people was like, this not a life-threatening disease, so it was just a joke. First of all, we got to get out of that mindset, and after this I thought about it too, that people was like, oh, it was just a joke. Everything is not just a joke to
Right.
everybody, and you take the risk of telling that joke and you might get your butt whooped telling that joke because it might affect somebody or hurt somebody's feelings. I don't like fat jokes. I don't like skinny jokes. I don't like jokes about disabled people. Like, all jokes are not funny and all jokes are not just jokes. Sometimes they affect people. Okay. And I'm going to tell you, it's a difference between a woman cutting her hair off bald, because we all know they was like, well, Jada always been rocking a bald dude. It's a difference between rocking a bald dude and losing your hair as a woman. It is traumatic. It is traumatic. When I was told I might lose my hair because of my diagnosis, I was devastated. But every other week, I'll be like, I'm gonna cut this hair off because I don't feel like dealing with it. But a choice and a condition is different. I want you guys to understand that. So Will probably saw Jada with her depression behind it, crying behind the scenes, feeling the insecurity of losing her hair to all of America, right? On top of, before these people even put their business out in the street, people been talking about them forever,
And the kids.
about, and the kids, so you never know what's going to make a person snap. And and it might be anywhere. It might be the slightest little thing, but you never know. And yeah, Will, he laughed at first, but you could see in his eyes, it was a laugh, but uncomfortably. But he probably looked over at his wife and saw that pain.
He probably like,
And that might have made him snap. You never know. And people say, well, I don't condone violence. Well, you know what? I do. I condone violence because it's a time and a place for everything. We watch people in court that jump over the court that somebody done killed their mama, their sister, and we all be like, I would have did the same thing. But because Will got up there and slapped him in front of white America, then I don't condone violence. And yeah, maybe he could have called him in the parking lot. I'm not saying where he did it was right, but Chris definitely needed to be checked. And sometimes where you write your check, that might be where your ass gonna cash it.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? And these white folks, they get up here, they act a fool all the time in public. We gotta stop carrying a weight of niggatry. Because I'm a white supremacist in that aspect. I don't like niggas either. But as black folks, we gotta stop carrying the weight of all the niggas on our shoulders because they don't represent me. They don't represent nobody on this panel. You know what I'm saying? And Will might have been wrong in what he did, but I ain't mad at him. I ain't mad at him. And you know, they both was, you know, if Chris found out afterwards, he could apologize and be like, hey man, I didn't know, I'm sorry, whatever the case may be. We'll apologize to him because that he just snapped in that moment from all of the stuff that they've been dealing with and keeping on the higher side. Sometimes as human beings, we can't always be on the higher side. Sometimes enough is enough, and where we snap is where we snap. We are all human. So I want people to stop judging that man. Y'all ain't, you know what I'm saying? Like, to me, it is what it is. I ain't mad at him.
But I'm not judging him, but I think even, and no disrespect to you, Miss Day, because you know I love you.
You know,
Ain't
we
that what
agree
Chris
to
Rock said?
disagree. It's okay.
That's the duality and the hypocrisy of us. I mean, you said that you don't like the handicap jokes. I like a handicap joke, and I disagree. And if you ask any comedian, ask a comedian who's been doing this for some time, or even just started, what's off limits? Most of them will say nothing, because
Listen,
you can find a
and I
joke.
agree.
You can
I agree.
you can find a joke in anything. Now, this is where you cross the line, which a professional comedian will agree. We've all snapped on each other, done the dozens, whatever you're gonna call it. But
Most
you know,
definitely.
when we doing that, when does it become a fight? When it seems to be personal.
Right.
That's when
Mhm.
that's when it crossed the line. And once again, I repeat, and anybody out there, we can debate this, but I have yet to hear somebody on the internet or otherwise make sense of this. Where did this man, Chris Rock, say directly alopecia? It allude to alopecia. Nothing was even alluded to it. He alluded, that would be like Sinead O'Connor getting pissed off because he said the same joke.
Exactly.
But
There's nothing, no mention of no.
but
But
it's
like
not
I
about
said,
the
either way,
alopecia. It's about Will snapping and what got him to that
but why?
point.
But you
It
just
might
said,
have nothing to it. I said it might not have nothing to do with Jada. I mean with Chris.
I don't
I'm
believe it did.
saying
I
that
don't.
and I'm saying that he knows Will knows the behind the story. That's why he got up there. In no way did I say Chris Rock knew. I'm not saying that he knew or he didn't know. And most likely he didn't even write the joke. But I've also saw people get up there and be like, say if he did know and say, I'm not gonna tell that joke. I've seen them do that before as
Yeah.
well. Oh, I'm not gonna say that. Move on to the next
Mm-hmm.
thing,
Yeah.
you know.
And
But
Chris
But yeah,
I,
I,
I just
I, I totally agree with you. I'm not saying there is no wrong and there is no right. I'm saying I understand it.
and
Chris Rock
like
got
I
hit
said,
with
I feel Will,
$700 right
if
now.
he felt he needed to defend his wife, go for it. But like I said, there, and if once again, if people pay attention, Chris Rock wasn't no totally punk in that, because he flexed back like he was gonna do something. But then I think even listen to Fat Joe today, he said the same thing. I think he realized, hey, this is still live. They didn't say cut. But
Right.
like I said, me, nah. You did this live. We gonna handle this live until they escorted us,
Right.
And I
because
And
you
agree.
had
then
ample
the
opportunity.
bodyguard jumping out there then.
Yeah, the bodyguard. Somebody would have separated us.
But his ticket sales went up. They're like $700 a ticket now for the tour that he got on. So I
Yeah,
mean,
he got a
it's
show
like he took
tonight.
a slap on the face, but I mean, your check finna be, you finna get paid, bro. So it's like if I'm finna get paid that much money, punch me, slap me, and I'm gonna catch you in the parking lot again, still all the way to the bank.
Cold part. Jada been dealing with alopecia for a very long time. Let's go to Set It Off. When she cut her hair, you know, I know it was a fake wig and the whole 9 yards for her character. But at the end, when she was the only sister still alive over in Mexico,
Yeah,
Catalina Island, she cut her hair then. That was
Right,
that was a
Catalina
beginning.
Island.
Catalina Island. That's where it began there.
I didn't.
But again, to both Snoopy Cliff Mello and Miss Day, if we stop telling jokes about people, no more Robin Harris, No more Richard Pryor. No more Red Fox. No more comedians. The good ones. What's my comedian? What's my comedian's name that always? Oh, Arnez
J.
Arnez
The
J
handicap.
gives the perfect handicap.
Right.
I don't even want to do it. I don't even want to do it. But as kids, minus Avenue over here, and he probably was told the same thing. We were taught you don't make fun of the handicap. Why? Because your baby's gonna turn out like that. When you get a kid, your baby's gonna look just like that.
Yeah.
Right? I get it. I'm not mad at Will. I'm not mad at Chris. Because Chris, he was smiling. He said, "Uh-oh."
No, he said, he like, uh-oh, Richard.
Uh-oh. It was a wrap at that point. So,
Don't get weird.
You know, I think to all of our points, man, that Hollywood is Hollywood.
Mm-hmm.
And it would have been real easy to cut.
That's it.
They do it any other time. Cut! But they didn't.
Mm-hmm.
Because once again, here we are in Dana's words. What was it? Niggadus, whatever that word was.
Niggatry.
Thank you.
Niggatry.
Here they go again, acting up. That's it.
Y'all know that I never knew this until this time. They have people who orchestrate the whole thing, and this time was a black man. So that's what like people own it too. Like, you feel me? Will they own that Wood out of pocket for that part? Like, you chose to win the black man host the Oscars.
That event, other people's Oscars got overshadowed by that. That's that's what I'm disappointed about. You know, Questlove.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, won an award. Definitely. Lifetime Achievement Award.
Once again, it's the distraction.
Yeah.
Distractions.
Mm-hmm.
Distractions.
Mm-hmm.
But
all the time.
Ricky Gervais's, did y'all see when he was on there and he called everybody in the room pedophile? I mean, he just kept going and going.
Right, yeah.
And it's like, that's probably why we was like, man, I hope y'all invite me back because, dude was, I mean, he was talking about the Pope. He was talking about, and there was some folks up in there that were like, man, like, keep talking. Because he said something about Joe Pesci. He was like, please don't have me whacked. You know, that was a stereotype about him being Italian, like he's in the mafia. But I mean, he played mafia characters every movie he in. So I mean, it's like you can say what you want to say, but you got to deal with whatever comes with it.
Exactly.
You got to deal with whatever comes with it. You got to deal with whatever comes with it.
Whatever you say to somebody or do to somebody, you cannot control their reaction. And I get that 100%, but we have to take the onus. What I didn't like I said, he's sticking up for his woman. I get it, but in the brass tacks, say for instance, we just dealt with this with Dave Chappelle in the trans community. So if some trans person comes up and punches him in the face, that's the risk Dave takes. But when you break it down, even as he said in his comedy, he didn't say anything malicious. And that's what people. Once you personalize it, if you come see a comedian, you're going to get these jokes. I'm sorry, or stay your ass home.
You're going to get them.
That's and guess what? You take the risk of being part of the show. That's it.
You can be in the back.
And they take the risk of somebody having a bad night and getting your butt whipped on stage for telling that joke about them. So it's a 50-50.
I'm not that one. I'm not that one. I'm a
Look, as long as you don't talk about my mama, we all right.
And guess what? Somebody gonna talk about your mama.
They gonna talk about your mama.
Now, to play devil's advocate, when Chris Rock made the joke and he got slapped, everybody was like, well, he just made a joke. Okay, well, what about the guy who was the guy? Kramer? Remember he was doing the look. Now ain't nobody heard from him since then because he said if it was 100 years ago,
the nigga,
and hanging from a tree or something like that. Now that was a joke, but of course. The council kept culture.
What was it?
Started yet, but it wasn't. The way he because it was stand up.
That was wild.
Because he said that in anger. He was saying that in anger.
Right.
If it wasn't a joke, a lot of people laughed at it. A lot of people that was in that audience was laughing.
Right.
So it was a joke to somebody. So it's
And
like,
let me be clear. I'm not saying Will was right. I'm not saying he was wrong either. I'm saying I understand it. Unfortunately, a
No,
lot of people were overshadowed behind it. And Chris took that L because, like Snoopy said, he might have caught the wrong one, and then it would have just been they would have really had to go to commercial. You know what I'm saying? But
right.
that's not
Oh,
what
no,
happened.
I could,
He, he did it on stage. He did it where he did it, and it is what it is. But we
yeah.
just not we just I don't got no judgment for it. We all human. We all make mistakes,
Yeah.
and
Like
that
I
was
said,
a
I see
big
both sides.
mistake.
I'm ready for the Grammys though, because
yeah,
they say Kanye is not going to be
everything except
outdone,
for
bro.
one.
So
The
hey,
Grammys is gonna be the
But
get
let's be
back.
clear: would it be this big of a deal if it had been the Source Awards?
mm,
No, because that shit been happening.
Yeah, I was
no,
about to say they was gonna say that.
it
Okay,
would have went to commercial break.
okay. So
Yeah.
once again, I'm saying because it was done in front of white America.
They needed for it to happen.
So
That's why I'm
go ahead.
Good.
Good.
I'm curious to hear what Miss Three got to say. She over there quiet. She writing down notes.
Ooh, here we go.
I'm not writing down notes. I'm just taking it all in. I don't know. I believe in a husband or a man defending his woman, but I just think another man. There's this. Thank you. Sir. There's this level of
chivalry.
disrespect that doesn't
Thanks,
need.
Marcus.
He gave you the thumbs up. Move, boy. Oh, dude. Oh, don't egg it on. Don't egg it on. But the level of disrespect towards another black man, I didn't see that necessary. They could have handled that differently later. But and a lot
That's how I
of me feels like it was kind of planned out. I don't know. I feel like it's planned. I read something. Maybe it was you, Dev, the dude.
You saw it.
I saw that about security and what they were asked to do. Yeah, I saw that. But
they were told to stand down and all that good stuff.
Yeah, so I don't know. It was sad to see the cameras not stop. Like this is what we say that black people are always about. They're always about this. They always can't control themselves, and that was disappointing. It was disappointing that another man slapped another man in national TV, and the disrespect level that they had. But I don't know. It was disappointing. It was disappointing the way they highlighted us.
He should have just waited to the after party, just really got it in.
And see, this is what I was saying.
Exactly. Meet him in
This
the
is what I'm saying. Why are white folk act a fool all the freaking time? Why do we, as black people, are still seeking approval from white people? Why are y'all acting like this in front of white people? I can't stand it. We need to get out of that mindset. Who are they?
I agree.
They've been robbing, killing, stealing, raping, molesting, and doing all kind of treacherous stuff. Who are they that we gotta say, don't be acting like that with all these white folk around here? So what?
Absolutely.
So what?
Trying to flip the script and make us look. We've been stronger than ever. Like through this pandemic, we have been showing our opportunities in terms of businesses. We've been showing that we can do it, and we don't need nobody to help us if we come together collectively. Like we've shown that it can be done. So I think it was just a slap for me. I think it was just a slap in the face. Like all these great things we've elevated to and shown that we are powerful. We can do this. We don't need nobody white to help us do nothing. And now, that for me, it was that their way of clowning us. Like they can make all this happen, but look, we're right back where it started from.
Who is that?
Like Jim Carrey said, Chris Rock should have called the police. I'm like, what kind of answer does that sound like, y'all? Let's say it together.
Jim Carrey, funny.
A white answer.
A white answer, yeah.
Call the police, really?
He know what he doing.
For what?
He know what he doing.
I'm gonna have to give Jim Carrey one of these right
charges.
Here.
If you press charges, no.
As soon as they shut up.
Wow.
Like I said, Will, you owe me 3 minutes. Come on, man. Come on.
Hey,
Come
me,
on,
I'd have been
man.
up there.
Gotta
I
get
wouldn't have
the
said.
fade.
I wouldn't have said
Look,
nothing
and
like
Chris
what
Rock should still be trying to seek that
he
fade,
said
okay?
greatest
Like
moment
you
in history.
embarrassed
Right,
me.
exactly. That's what Shannon Sharp said today. He said I'll still be looking for Chris Rock.
Okay,
Uh,
on site,
I mean, not Chris
on
Rock, Will
site,
Smith.
Will
Will
Smith.
Smith. That's what he said
on
on
site.
site.
Hey, a great friend of mine's, a brother of mine's, always said, "I don't get even. I get ahead. I get ahead. So yeah, you slap me on the face. Don't expect me to slap you back and we
No,
call it
everything.
even.
Right.
No.
Right.
I'm gonna make sure you don't
It's
slap
not
me
going down
again.
like that.
You gonna crank that
Boy,
car, we gonna boom.
you're gonna remember why you got slapped when I get done. That's
No,
what it's gonna be.
everything.
But ain't nobody else gonna remember because everybody gonna remember that first slap on that Oscar stage. I don't care if he whooped Will's butt in the park. Everybody gonna remember that slap on that Oscar stage. You cannot slap no man in his face. That is so disrespectful. That's like spitting in somebody's
Spitting
face.
in your face.
You know, a slap hurts worse than a punch. If you know, I don't know if y'all have never been in a fight, but if somebody slap you, punch me with the brass knuckles on, because that slap is gonna be a hand mark. You might be bleeding. You like, and you gonna feel shit. You like, what?
I think, hey,
with your hand.
It's the sting. It's the sting.
And it just the fact you're doing this right here.
And then your
It's
ear
so
was probably ringing.
disrespectful.
But
It's
the punch,
so
okay, that was
disrespectful.
good. Now get it up. But if a slap is like, did you just
Do
call me
y'all
out my name?
do y'all remember, especially for I think it was here in the greater LA area, when they used to have the slap fest?
Oh
When they
my God.
square two
Yeah.
people up.
I think they still have that
Powder up
on
the
internet.
hand.
Yeah, I seen them
Powder up the
videos.
hand. They still do that. It's a $10,000 prize now.
They still do it.
What?
Yeah.
They sound good.
They be
Man.
powdering
It's
up
a
the hand like
sport?
gymnastics.
Oh my
Yeah.
God.
Hit him with the slap.
Yes.
Oh,
No, hey, no
Yes.
matter how big you are, they gonna put you up with a 300-pounder versus a 90-pounder.
A
If you can
skinny
take it and do
yes,
that,
or a big
People
person.
get knocked out. They get knocked unconscious. Doing
exactly.
It. Like,
man.
Who is
And you doubling
watching
back after the knockout for the
that?
second round. Come again.
So we got a question from the audience.
Mhm.
Terry McFarlane says, I have a question. If Jada ran off stage crying and Will just sat there and did nothing, would everyone still have the same opinion?
depends on Maury Povich went back there and helped out or not.
Maury Povich.
He said
You know,
Maury Povich.
Damn it.
Bruh.
He said Maury Povich.
He went back to okay, well, Jada, it's okay. Jada. I don't know. I'm sorry. Yeah.
I feel like
I'll take that silence as they probably wouldn't have the same opinion there,
yeah,
Terry.
no,
I would. My
it'd be
opinion.
the same type of talk though. Like they'll still be bringing up August. They'll still be. I wouldn't have let them. And they'll be like, I mean, would you have? Because she was doing, and she sat on the red table. It'd have been like that to me. That's how I feel like. They'd have been flipping
And
it
did
like
you
that.
catch what Chris said in regards to that? Because he said that was a G.I. Jane joke. I could have said,
Yeah.
and then he caught himself.
Mhm.
Right.
Did
he
y'all
had one
catch
in
that?
his
Right.
Yeah, he
He
had
didn't
one.
want no real. He didn't want no
He want
real
the
butt
joke.
whooping on that.
Hey, after that
stage.
slap, he like, I should have just said, hey,
That's
so worth
right.
the slap.
It's kind of like you to argue with somebody, then the next day, like, man, why ain't he say that? Because he
Hey, I know,
probably like,
I know I wouldn't have been up there talking about the greatest night in television history. I would
yeah,
have been on the mic like, yeah, I'm gonna see you after this.
I know that.
right.
Yeah.
Right.
Mike
So-
Lowry versus Pookie.
Right.
That's-
Shouts out to
Right.
look, shouts out to Denzel for being big brother and having to talk with Will.
That's
But you might want to go talk to Chris too, because I don't know. I don't think it's over, but
I hope
it's over for us. How about that?
Samuel Jackson dapped him
but-
up.
Yeah, give him an extra hug.
You know somebody getting pumped up, like go get it, man. Go get him.
Hey, he declined that lawsuit though.
That part right there.
Because he ready to
Ain't
bang.
gonna
He
be no
just slapped
lawsuit.
Willie.
He declined.
Ain't
Yeah,
gonna
ain't
be
gonna be
no
no
They
lawsuit.
offered him the paperwork. He like, no, I'm straight.
When something
Nah.
like that happens and folks trying to call the police, you be like, nah, don't call the police. We good. That mean they already
Exactly.
the team already hey, man, 12 o'clock come through with the cutlass.
Or the boy is still ringing.
Right.
Or his ears still ringing. You feel
He
me?
said
That's
his
what-
y'all gonna leave Chris alone. Huh? I didn't see what you say. Do I want some soup? No, lawsuit.
He said,
Lawsuit.
"Wow." He's surprised. He's like, "Wow,
I'm not. That's
What
bad
a
as
mess.
lions, tigers,
What
and
a
bears.
mess.
Okay,
Hey.
here we go.
Man.
All right, y'all. So before Snoopy Cliff Mello gotta go, I dug a little deeper for this one.
Yo.
It's a question, but it's not really a question. It's one of
Here we go.
my yeah. Here we go. It's one of the guys that I do. I watch his
You do.
podcast.
No homo.
Come on, Cliff.
Oh.
Come on, Cliff.
Your channel is
Come
off
on,
the
Cliff.
chain.
Hold on.
Your channel off the chain.
He did. He said one of the guys I do. Where we going with
What I
this?
do and what I
Look.
watch.
Hold on, Mr.
Right.
Doodle. Hold on,
Right.
Mr. Doodle. Hold on, Mr. Doodle.
Oh, yeah.
Hold on, Mr.
Well, y'all
Doodle.
wait.
Hold on.
Put your towel on. Put your towel on.
All right. Here we go. Here we go.
In the words of Ice Cube, I shouldn't be seeing this.
That part. Hold on. Let me turn this off so we can read all of this together. So we all know who Mr. Kevin Samuels is. If you don't know, you might want to know who he is. But Kevin Samuels says, ladies, understand something. When a man asks you out on a date, he's asking to have sex. If you don't want to have sex with him, don't go on a date with him.
That ain't true.
That's almost like
balls.
borderline
Take
rape
that down.
culture sound like. It's like
Take that down. That's fine.
Now we may be hopeful that we have sex, but that ain't what we asking for. I'm
First
just
of all,
gonna keep it
why are
100.
men listening to Kevin Samuels about
Right.
men and women's advice when he is clearly on another team? I don't understand it.
I didn't know he was playing sports. I know he had a little YouTube show, but I mean, he talks because people listen to him, just like anybody else. Just like Rush Limbaugh and all the rest of them, shock jocks. So,
True.
Nah, I feel like
Not
me growing up, I always wanted to like just even getting into the music stuff. I want to understand like different perspectives like from women. So I start getting like more like homegirls and stuff like that. So like I start picking my auntie brain, mom's brain, stuff like that. But he say some stuff that be straight, but he say more stuff that's based off how he look at stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like right there, it's like that's like
where you get that
you
from?
probably feel like that in like high school after the movies, like hoping for the kiss. You feel me? Like that's like, you know what I'm saying?
right.
But I don't know. I just feel like the game ain't tight if you thinking that. Cause then it's like what type of girl you think you rocking with? That, you know what I'm saying? Like if you go for that, then you want her to be that easy, cool. If you into that, I was raised, I ain't know that. You know what I'm saying?
Because if you're gonna spend the money,
like,
spend the money and get it down, get what you paying for it, then you gotta worry about it doing in the movie.
Exactly.
Exactly. If you expecting to have sex because you took out on a date, just go get somebody who is a sex worker, get your service, and keep it pushing.
Yeah, and that's what he treating it like. Because his whole thing is what do you call it? Valued man. That's what he call it.
It's some kind of.
That's what he call it.
So something like that.
Yeah, some of his
high
stuff
value,
be like
high value.
Yeah, but a lot of stuff you can challenge it because his thing is like statistic based. And you know what I'm saying? Like, but it's a lot of his fact with it though. But I just be watching.
He don't know nothing about no men and women relationship.
That might have been hurt. I'm telling y'all. Somebody hurt that man's feelings. He can't
he got hurt.
That girl him in 8th grade and he ain't forgave her yet. He be like, you know what? Ain't none of them about me.
So it sounds like to me, y'all will put Kevin and Steve together. Steve Harvey and Kevin Samuels.
Oh yeah,
Steve Harvey can bag up off of Kevin Samuels. He just be like, it's like he wants you to not like him. Almost. It seems like it.
Don't no woman like him, and he don't like women. Stop listening to this man.
I'm in his content. Like I said, I ain't getting into his that.
But he knows what he's doing. It's the controversy that he knows keeps people listening. He knows what he's doing.
Yeah.
Right, 3.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Just like Devin said.
So everything a business.
And let me
nowadays, for sure.
let y'all men in on a little secret. I probably shouldn't be telling, but y'all probably know if you're
Right.
40.
Okay.
The
Women
game is
know.
to be sold, not told.
Wait.
But tell it anyway.
Wait, 3.
We know
Did
it.
I tell you?
I'm wondering which one you're gonna tell. Okay, bring it.
All of them.
Women know when they see you or you approach them if they're going to have sex with you.
Yeah. Thank you.
That night
Thank
or
you.
I said that. Hello, Cliff. Collect call to Cliff and Snoopy Mello.
Yep.
Women
We have this
already
conversation.
know that. Women already know that.
Miss
So
Three, is that right?
if you invite us out on a date, doesn't necessarily mean that you're going to get any. So if you're asking us out on a date based on that, you are out of luck. Because we're going to give it to you when we want to give it to you. It might be the first date. Some women are like that. It might be the 4th date. You know what I'm saying? But we know right away if we're going to give it to you. Now, if you're asking us out thinking that you're only asking us out to get sex, you might not get it.
Now this
You're
my
gonna talk
question.
yourself out of some cooch.
Wait,
This-
really fast. Marquita said within the first 5 minutes.
Okay.
I was like, what we going
Now, do y'all look? Say you on that type of time with him now, and you know you want to take it there. Do you be cautious of how he would look if you took it there within that 5 minutes?
What you mean?
Like be like, okay, let me now. I wanna, you feel me? Keep the granny panties at home. You feel me? But then, okay, cool. I want to give him the lingerie tonight, but what if you look at me like this? Like, are you worried about that? Or are you like, nah? If I say I want it, I want it. You feel me?
First of all, a man, that first thing that's going to turn me off is if I meet a man and he brings up sex right away in our conversation. I don't want you.
No,
So
I'm
wait about
saying
5
you,
minutes and then bring
because
it
you
up?
saying you know, right? You saying you know.
I
I'm saying do
might
you?
have seen you and been like, yeah, I can sleep with, but you done talked yourself out of some draws.
No, P, look, I don't bring it up, right? Listen, that's what I'm saying. I don't bring
You
it up,
done messed
right? I
up
don't bring
some
it up at all.
good.
I'm a smooth dude. I ain't looking for that. I'm saying that, right? I'm a smooth dude. I ain't looking for that. I just took you. I gave you a good time. You in your mind, you know that's where you would take it. I'm saying, are you cautious about how soon you take it there because of what the man would think? That's my question.
I think that depends on your maturity.
Okay, cool.
I
Now
think
let's
that's
talk
an
about
age
that.
thing. In my 30s, I'm different from my 50s. In my 30s, I might be like, what you want to do?
All right.
What you want to do?
I ain't trying to put it on.
I might be a little more cautious. Like, I
We ain't got
time
much
for
time left.
foolishness. So in my 50s, I might be like, I ain't got time for foolishness. So I know what I want. You know what you want. Like, I think it depends on your age and maturity.
I got a question. Though,
Tell it 3. Tell it 3.
I have a question for the women. So, with that being said, you know that you would have sex with this man within the first 5 minutes. What happens when you start to
Wait, hold on.
That,
it's been downgraded to 3 minutes.
Okay,
3 minutes.
So 3 minutes in,
3 minutes.
Look, as soon as we see you, as one second.
So,
as soon as we
what
see
happens
you,
if he's not on it? If he feel like, okay, I ain't really seeing you, ma'am, in that manner. I'm feeling you, but I ain't on that sexual tip just yet. And you've already kind of showed your hand.
You Rhonda.
What happens then? Do you try to act like, oh, well, he ain't about nothing? Do you like how does that work? Because a lot of times what happens is, and I've witnessed this, if a woman's trying to get some from a dude and the dude turns her down, now this dude, he got to be gay, he got to be all this other stuff just because he doesn't want to have sex with you. But that's not necessarily how it is. He just might not want to have sex with you. And it might not be that. He might not want to have sex with you right now because he doesn't know nothing about you. So,
well, like 3 said, that comes with maturity. And that's an immature.
Change your perspective of how he is? Like, do you see him differently? If you say, okay, you know what, 3 minutes in, I think I give him some. But then he doesn't show you that he gonna try to do that. He's like not on it. Does your thought pattern change of him? Do you still want to give him some? Or
she gonna send him to Kevin Samuels.
I can respect that. I can respect. can respect that. I can.
was digging for
Man,
it.
do you
There you
know
go.
how many?
Thank
Do
you, Avenue.
you know how many men women can sleep with? You think we tripping off of that one dude? Well, I'm not.
Okay, we know you're not, but I'm saying just generally speaking, because it's more women in the world than just you. So if this woman is sexually attracted to this man and she feels like she would do that with him and he doesn't go for it right now, does she change her thought pattern? Does she feel like, oh, he ain't about nothing, or it must be something wrong with him? Or is it just like, okay, yeah, he's mature. Let me slow my fast ass down right quick and see what he's talking about.
Three, answer that, please.
I think it just depends on the situation. It could be, let me slow my fast ass down because, okay, wait a minute. I finally found somebody that I find intriguing because there's this little mystery going on about them. And you know right away that there's instinct when you meet somebody and you go on a date, right? The chemistry. Chemistry is everything. So he could be playing, like, you have good chemistry, right? And then he's like, no, I'm cool. I'm going to wait. Then I'm intrigued. I want to know. Let's keep this going because I want to know what the mystery is. Yeah.
Build it up,
So,
Chris, we respect that. We respect that honesty. I'm not interested in you. Okay.
Krista just
it
said,
might become a challenge for some women.
Right.
Okay.
To
Krista
be like,
just
okay,
said,
I'm gonna see what he's about.
Krista just said, let's be honest. Some men ask for a date or just to chill. And within 5 minutes, a female will be all up on it, thinking that's how she keeps them.
That's what Netflix will do to you.
And that's a true statement.
Netflix and chill.
And that's a true statement.
Quiet.
Or chicken. Chicken and dickin'. If y'all thought I wasn't gonna say it
again.
Oh my God.
Sean, you tell Sean to stop listening to that man. He doesn't like.
I don't listen. I listen or I watch the show for content. I'm not.
I was talking to LaShawn, my sister. She on YouTube.
Okay. Hey, Sean.
She hitting me up behind the scenes. She hit me up behind the scenes.
Yeah, I watch it because of the content. Some of it is like, and the other part is like, oh my. Everything that he says isn't BS. Some of the stuff he says be like on point.
Yeah.
Especially when you're talking about the mindset of a lady. And I get where you're coming from, Ms. Day. I know what you're alluding to. Totally understand it because it ain't no big secret. That's what everybody says. But some of the stuff that he puts out there, for example, why is a woman entitled to get a high quality man, but she's not high quality? If she ain't given high quality capabilities, why is she expecting somebody to be high quality for her?
Okay, so I can flip it and say, why are these men always talking about they looking for a dime and they up here looking like Joe Brown from one of Tyler Perry's movies?
Like Kevin Savage exists. He's given the opportunity to look at a different perspective.
Yeah, it's both though. Yeah, no answer.
It's both.
It's perspective.
Right.
It's both.
Perspective.
A lot of people talking like that.
Right.
Yeah.
Throw that ass in the circle. Okay, Krista,
flat,
I see you.
If it's flat,
hey, she said, hey, life is life.
So Reaper said, answer the question. So here we go. Yeah. Why is that acceptable for that lady?
Who said it was acceptable? I don't think it's acceptable on either part. I don't think if you're not at least matching who you are, right? Or if that man chooses to have a woman that is not of his equal, how you gonna fault that man or blame it on the woman?
It's situational, yes, sir.
And I'm not blaming the woman. I think as we've discussed over the seasons, each episode where we talk about relationship stuff, men have issues. But guess what? Women have issues.
Marcus.
Hey, Marcus. Thumbs.
she took the
Why you turn the camera?
We
He's getting
said, why you turn off the camera?
turn the camera on.
But
He like, man, they need to see me.
we all have issues. That's the truth of the matter. How do we fix them? Do we want to fix them? When are we going to try to fix them? If you know that you are that dude and you thirsty and you just asking a woman out, can I take you out to eat? And you expecting to get cookies, milk, and everything else after the movies, shame on you.
You got to work to get to graduation, man.
Come on, man.
You don't get cap and gown just.
And sometimes you ain't got to work. Let me tell you, just ask a woman out. If she want to get with you after that movie and dinner, she's going to do it.
Hey,
she's going to do it.
We know.
But
so
okay, I gotta go.
Oh, bye, Snoop. I love you.
See you
I love
later,
you guys
my brother.
too.
Peace,
good seeing you, big dog.
Once again, healing energy to everybody. Good to see you, young man. I'm gonna have to download that song for you, from you, and yeah.
Appreciate it.
And ladies, yeah, we here to defend y'all. Never forget that.
I love it.
We also sometimes we have to remember too. There was a point made that today that defending you is not just physical. We have to mentally defend you. We have to emotionally defend you. So if we ain't doing that, I'm gonna apologize for all men. We're gonna do better, and we're gonna keep it funky. Love you.
Love
That's
you.
my brother Clifton Snoopy Mello.
Yeah.
Sean, put Amanda's comment back up.
Yes, ma'am. Right away for you. You got it.
Please.
Like, share, and subscribe.
Should be do.
Like, share, and subscribe.
There it is right there. Hey, Miss Amanda. It says Kevin Samuels is not who we need to defer to in our community. He sows too much division between black men and black women.
Amen.
I agree with that. Anybody else who do that, do his ass.
And knowing that to be the case, we should be working that much harder to bring us together. We should be working that much harder to understand. I love what my brother just said to wrap up his part here. Ladies, we are here to protect you guys. We are here to defend you, but not just physically. We have to defend mentally. And a lot of us, as we already know, once you get this messed up, there's a lot of work and recovery behind that. So we got to do better to protect the queens.
And let me tell you,
we got to be better.
Go three.
No, I was just going to say, when you said all of this, and we have to be able to acknowledge our trauma. I'm always going to talk about trauma, but we've got to be able to acknowledge our trauma, get help from our past trauma before men can defend us emotionally and physically and all that. You got to heal yourself first. If you're not healed, maybe that was some of Will's stuff. If you're not healed, then all this other mess happens. Be healed first. Let's all heal our past trauma before we can support each other.
That part.
And encourage each other to get the healing. Encourage each other to go to therapy.
That part.
I'm going to go old school with it right quick. You remember how you go somewhere and it's a family event and two cousins get to fighting? Ain't nobody taking sides. Both of y'all was wrong. Both of y'all need to go over there, hug, make up, and guess what the family gonna do? We're gonna embrace both of them, and guess what? It don't leave his house. That's how you. Now that's what it's supposed to be like. That's when what goes on in his house stays in his house. Yeah, he did it in front of a bunch of white folks, but let's let them figure out what are the black people over there talking about. They ain't got nothing to do with y'all. We take care of some family business, right? Ain't got nothing to do with y'all. Yeah, we had a little mix up, a little hiccup. They ain't got nothing to do with y'all. So go on about y'all day. Get through walking your poodles and jogging and go on get your venti latte over there at Starbucks. We got some business to take care of. We'll let y'all know when y'all can come around.
Right.
But remember I said on another show, we keep them folks in our business so much that it's impossible to make them folks think better of us because all they've ever seen of us is us acting a fool. And then when we do act a fool, they see us acting even more of a fool of, well, he was right. Well, he was right. Well, now y'all wrong. And now everybody's got the division, and it's like, man, we got whoopings for way worse than what they did growing up. Okay, he said something about somebody, and he got slapped. That's it. Honestly, on some real stuff, man, it's people that got killed for less than that in Memphis, Tennessee, because somebody said something, and they didn't say it, and it ended up with a couple of murders behind it. You see what I'm saying? So we got to stop this little bit of petty shit. Take us all the way down the road, man. This stuff happened Sunday.
That part.
It happened Sunday evening, and here we are Wednesday night. I'm not saying it shouldn't be talked about. What I'm saying, okay, what we doing after this? You see what I'm saying? What we going forward from this? Are we gonna still support both? You got folks still listening to R. Kelly.
Ooh.
We still supporting R. Kelly.
My mind's telling me no.
I ain't singing that in jail, but hey, whatever.
But my hey,
nah.
Hey. Look,
See,
Renee
let
says,
me stop before I get slapped. No, it was just a joke.
Yeah,
Come on, Robert, leave me alone.
Here you go. Renee says,
wow, Robert. No.
What 3 is
I know
saying,
it is.
healing from past traumas are the key to all relationships, especially grown folk relationships.
Precisely.
Healing. Do we know how to heal? Are we open to being healed, to seek healing, to get some healing? Whatever the word is that goes in front of healing, are we open to it? A lot of us are just
Sean,
walking
you
around
gonna have
wounded.
to comment in the comments. She all texting me behind the scenes. Comment in the comments, please.
Yeah, tell her don't be afraid. Ain't nobody gonna know it's her. It's just her. But we got to be open to the healing, man.
Yes.
Too many of us are hurt.
Yeah.
We walk around.
Is bitter, but it heals. That's the part about it. I think a lot of people are afraid of it, because if you grab barbed wire and you hold on to it, it hurts. It's gonna hurt to let it go, but it's gonna hurt even worse if you keep holding on to it, trying to take it out while you're still holding on to it.
Right.
So yeah, it's gonna hurt, but if you let go, it can start the healing process. But people are scared of that initial pain, because as soon as you do that, then you can start to heal. But that pain got to come first, and that's what people.
And then any little thing can trigger you.
Exactly.
Ta-da.
You know, if you're not willing to let go of that, because I believe he done held on to so much trying to take the higher road that little joke that wasn't even like personal to Jada, you know what I'm saying? Triggered. It was a trigger for him because he has not healed out of all the stuff from years ago, before even social media became this big old thing. All the stuff that's been said about them, you know, in the media. And then this last thing with August, and then this last thing with, you know, him writing his book and saying he wasn't happy in his marriage, like all of that, like, so because he's not healed from holding all of that stuff in, it was a trigger. And we like 3 said, we've got to heal. We have to, because we have triggers.
There it is. And Snoopy Cliff Mello said it last week. Triggers. I know my triggers. That's what he said out loud. I know my triggers. So when you study yourself and you know what makes you snap, crackle, and pop, you do better.
Stay away from it. At this point, you
do better.
Or keep doing the same thing you've been doing. The insanity is yours.
Man.
But I think, I know you get ready to wrap up, but I want to say that for men, if you're a man in your relationship, just a man, a black man in the world, in the United States especially, you cannot compare yourself to nobody, especially another man, because you don't know what he had to do to fill those shoes. Will Smith is not Tupac Shakur. That's a big part of his problem right there. And he'll never be Tupac Shakur. And the bad part about it is he knows that he said that's the reason why his career has been pushed forward so much, because he didn't always strive to try to show the world, hey, okay, look at me, what about me? But then Jada was like, she'll never love somebody like she loved Tupac. And your husband is still your husband, that's gonna hurt. But that's gonna, if he's not going to compare himself to Tupac, then it's gonna hurt, but it's not gonna hurt as long. But if he does compare himself to Tupac, you end up with what we have right now, and it may be more to come or whatever, you know. So you can't compare yourself. Don't even compare yourself to who you were yesterday.
That part.
You're not the same dude.
I like this comment here. Miss Rhonda says he needs to really seek help. Men think they're okay.
Yep.
There was lately I've been doing reels on Instagram. And no, not that it's for me directly that I'm going through something, but I can relate to a lot of things. A lot of people share, I take it in, and I try to digest it and regurgitate it to the capacity of helping somebody else. Like a cow has 7 stomachs. He chews the food and he regurgitates it and he chews it again. That's what I do myself. I process what other people do mentally, sir. Mentally.
I was like, man.
Mentally. I process what other people are going through and trying to understand. But there was a reel that said, you ever asked a man how he was doing? And he says, I'm okay. And the guy says, he's lying. He's not okay. He's not okay because that man could relate. At one point in his life, he was the same guy that was saying, I'm okay.
And he wasn't.
When he wasn't.
Right.
So men, for as strong as we are, because we have to be strong, we also are weak here. We can make up for it here, but here,
for so long,
this only can hold on. Thank you, Dev. It can only hold on for so long. So we have to find ways to let some of this mental stresses and strains go so that we can heal and get better in our lives.
And it might just
and Will Smith, that red table talk is not real therapy. Go see somebody with a degree.
I can tell y'all what the therapy was. He released them demons right there. He good. Believe that.
Will.
Yeah, Chris Roxton helped him with a whole bunch of breathing.
he definitely got some. He blew some steam off. My wife's name.
Say that was a start to the healing.
And one night he laughed, slapped, laughed again, then cried, and then got some daps.
There it is.
That might have been that liquor talking too, because you know they be drinking up in there, man.
Hey. So you guys, it's 9:22. I'm gonna wrap this up, but I am gonna wrap it up on a good note, and I'm gonna steal some words tonight because I like what I read. I'm gonna play a little bit of music, but I'm gonna read these comments before because I think this sums up the conversation that we're having right now. Renee says, it's a journey. Doesn't happen overnight. It's a process worth taking, and most people are in denial. Healing is a journey. It don't happen overnight. It's a process.
Hours and hours.
Right? It's a process that's worth taking, and most of us are in denial. Followed by too many of us, I'm just paraphrasing a little bit here, self-medicate. We stay in our feelings, we never address the healing, and we burn bridges over and over and leave a trail of misery. We got to do better, y'all. We got to do better.
And hurt people hurt people.
Hurt people hurt people. I'm going to leave us on this note. I got to thank my little nephew here for being here, Mr. Avenue himself.
Yay, welcome to the neighborhood.
Happy to have you here, man. I'm proud of you. Keep doing what you're doing. You guys, cop his music, Spotify. The song is entitled,
I'm about to go buy it right now.
Hideout. Hideout. His name is Avenue, AVYNUU. Hit him up, man. Support the youngster. 25. He's a young man that's growing. A lot of good knowledge here, man. I'm grateful for you being here. Anytime, bro. You know that you're welcome. Or should I say anytime, nephew, you're welcome.
I love you for it. Love you for it.
Anything from grown folk them? Y'all got anything? Any final words that you might want to say to the people tonight?
Avenue, when we go off, hold on. I want to ask you something.
The dude?
Man, look, take every day and act like this is the first day for the rest of your life.
That's what's up. Miss 3.
Be true to yourself first.
There it is. And if all else fails, remember, y'all, the truth. Remember the truth. The truth is hurt people hurt people. That's our time. Gentlemen After Dark, another episode. Episode number 12 is in the books. We will see y'all next week from the desert to the sea until all the cities in between. Good evening.